All right, logarithmic functions, because they are fun functions. Alrighty, sorry, what's happening? So, what is a logarithm? Well, a logarithm is another way to write exponents, believe it or not. So, here's this little cheat sheet, I guess, and I want you guys to write this down. So, to write it in logarithmic form, we're going to write an L. So, basically what this is saying is 9 to the 2 power, so 9 to the second power equals 81. That is the same exact thing as if I use an L to convert this to a logarithm. That's going to be log. The first thing I touched was the 9. The second thing I touched was the 81, and that equals 2. Okay, and I could work backwards. So if I have the bottom example to write something in exponential form from a logarithm, say you have log 8 of 512 equals 3. Well, I can change that. So I'm going to draw an E because it's exponential. The first thing I touched there was an 8. Second thing I touched was a 3. Third thing I touched was the 512. Cool? Cool, cool. All right, so log base b of a equals x is the same thing as b to the x equals a. Okay, you might be a little confused right now. We'll get to it. So we're just going to change these to exponential form. So we're changing them to exponential, which means I'm going to use the e. E exponential, e. Okay? So that's going to be 3 squared equals 9. 6 cubed equals 216. 7 to the 0 power equals 1. And you can do the next 3. That's what you should get for those next 3. And notice, if you were to check any of these, put them in your calculator, it would be true. 6 cubed is 216. 3 squared is 9. 2 to the 4th power is 16. Okay, so these are all true statements. Now for changing them to logarithmic form, that should be an equal sign right there. That should not be a minus, it should be an equal sign. Changing them to logarithmic form, so this is logarithmic, which means I'm going to use the L logarithm, L. That should be an equal sign. So if I change this to an L, or to a logarithm, that's going to be log base 14, because that was the first thing I hit, of 196 equals 2. This one, log base 3 of 81 equals 4. Log base 12 of 12 equals 1. And so on and so forth. Okay, that's what you guys should get for those ones. Now the common logarithm is the log with a base of 10. This pops up so much and we use this so much that is literally log base 10 of x is the same as log of x. Okay, so if it doesn't have a base, it's always assumed that it is 10. Okay, now we want to use our knowledge of exponents to evaluate the following logarithms. So I'm going to set this equal to x. And I'm going to change this to an exponential. Or to, that shouldn't have been an L. Gosh, dang it, silly. We're changing it to an exponential. I guess it still works. You can always use that. But I'm going to use the e because that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. So that's going to be 7 to the x power equals 49. Well, just pretend that's an e. 7 to the x equals 49. I know that 7 squared is 49, so x equals 2. This one, gosh, I should have used an e. I guess you can always use an L if you want to, but I like mixing it up with the e and the L. But that's 3 to the x power equals 27. Well, I know that 3 cubed equals 27, so that means that x equals 3. Okay, if it doesn't have a base, it's assumed that it's 10. So that's going to be 10 to the x power equals 100. Well, 10 squared equals 100, so that's x equals 2. Last one, 12 to the x power equals 1? Well, I know anything to the 0 power is 1, so that means that x equals 0. Okay, save the next 4. Now, some logarithms aren't as easy to look at like the ones that we just did. Sometimes they don't, if you raise the number to a power, it's not going to equal anything, you know. So if that happens, if we have log base b of a, that's the same thing as log of a divided by log of b. So if we look at this is where we're going to start using our calculator. So we have log base 16 of 64. Well, that's the same as log of 64 divided by log of 16. Put that in your calculator and you get 1.5. This one, log of 32 divided by log of 8. Put it in your calculator and you get 1.67. Log of 54 divided by log of 2. It's 5.75. Last one. Log base 10 of 294 is the same as log of 294, which is 2.47. Cool. Save the next 2. Remember to take the quiz. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I think you're awesome. So, yep. Okay, bye.